Your Excellency Prime Minister Said, Mr. Secretary General, my dear colleague Mark Lowcock, Under Secretary General for Humanitarian Affairs and Emergency Relief Coordinator, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege to be part of this high-level virtual pledging event for the humanitarian crisis in Yemen, generously co-hosted by the governments of Switzerland and Sweden. As in other countries, the COVID-19 pandemic still holds a tight grip on Yemen. But Yemen is not like other countries right now. It ranks near the bottom of the Human Development Index, and it is rapidly becoming the country furthest away from achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. The stranglehold of war reversed development gains by 2 decades, according to UNDP's research, even before the pandemic hit. Food is unaffordable, famine is spreading, nearly 2.3 million children under the age of 5 are projected to suffer from acute malnutrition in 2021, amongst the highest levels since the escalation of conflict in the year 2015. In sum, the daily reality for many is grim. Yet, we are in the midst of a critical shift in the dynamics of the Yemen crisis. It brings the potential of renewed efforts to end the war and meet humanitarian needs, as well as investment in economic recovery, stabilization, reconstruction to tackle Yemen's development emergency. My main message to you today, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, is that investing in hope in Yemen can't wait. Hope needs a paycheck today and the potential of a decent job in the future. It needs energy to switch the lights on now and a path to a green economy tomorrow. It needs vaccines to fight today's pandemic and health systems and governance institutions that are able to navigate the next steps. With your support, humanitarian, peace and development actors can scale up our work together on peace and progress for the people of Yemen and stave off a future dependent on humanitarian aid alone. Working with international and local partners, the United Nations Development Programme is already at the center of these efforts in Yemen. UNDP is one of the only international development organizations to maintain a footprint in 95% of the country and in all 22 of Yemen's governorates, on both sides of the conflict. We do this in part by providing livelihood and public works programs. Our partnership with the World Bank on Decent Work, for example, has reached nearly 3 million Yemeni people since 2016, helping them to pay rent, buy food and medicine, and send their children to school. With funding from the European Union, UNDP is working with local partners to protect and build national institutions, reinforce local governance and rebuild basic services like water, hospitals and schools. With core investment from countries like Sweden and Switzerland, UNDP is supporting Yemen's COVID-19 emergency response, repairing critical health infrastructure, supporting local production of health equipment by a network of small and medium-sized businesses, and investing in public awareness. And we are driving innovative solutions to root causes of conflict. Consider, for example, Yemen's dependence on imported food, which dramatically pushes up prices. UNDP has forged a unique public-private partnership with the Port of Rotterdam in the Netherlands and the Yemeni port authorities to reduce the cost of staple foods, accelerate the delivery of humanitarian aid, and stimulate the private sector and its activities. Our work on the ground makes all investments in Yemen more sustainable, and it builds a pathway to a better future. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the Yemeni people need blended investment to meet life-saving humanitarian needs while tackling Yemen's development emergency. Investment that creates the conditions for people to get through today and build peace for tomorrow. They are counting on us. We cannot let them down. Thank you.